It's beautiful in its own way, isn't it?
I always knew there was something special about it, just couldn't quite put my finger on it.
So, what's the plan?
We simply extract a small sample from the core of the tree, safely count the rings without harming it.
Oh, right!
Good to know. I mean, it's not every day you need to find the age of a tree, but I always thought you had to cut them down and count the rings to know for sure.
Nope. You can also get a pretty good estimate just from the circumference, if you compare it to the trunk of the same species. A fallen one nearby usually does the trick. But, given that this one might have survived from the Age of Darkness, it probably didn't have a chance to grow the way it should have. Some of its rings will be super small, which is why we need to take this sample and...
Yes, there's no mistaking it. It is indeed exactly as I hypothesized.
Hey, you made it! This tree is the other main thing we wanted to check out while we were in Sandrock.
To locals, I believe it's known as the Mountain Widow. Way back when people first started settling in Sandrock, there were 2 of them up here. But now, this jagged-looking tree stands lonesome atop Mount Rock Sand, looking down mournfully, waiting for one who shall never return as the eternal weight slowly saps its life away.
Ooh, it's the Mountain Widow. Better watch out. It's haunted by the ghost of...
Myrtle?
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have gone there.
Felis euphratica, a species now found all throughout the Eufaula. Every tree resembling this one you see. In layman's terms, this is their mother.
So she really is a widow? I didn't know trees could be mothers.
Indeed. This species produces trees with male or female flowers. When pollinated, the female trees produce seeds. Its male counterpart likely was that other tree you spoke of, based on the location. Which, if I'm right, makes this tree the last of its species from the old world.
What? So, you mean the Mountain Widow survived the Age of Darkness?
I believe so. By some miracle, the 2 poplars survived the calamity, as well as 300 years of darkness. This symbol confirms this one's age, and my theories. Subsisting atop this mountain, reaching up at the dullest of sunlight, they were just only able to cling on to life long enough. When Peach parted the skies, they were revitalized, and shortly after, this mother tree dispersed her seeds into these windy heights to become the basis for the forest around Martel's oasis. Hence, Sandrock.
Wow, I've never heard anything like that before.
That's because I've just discovered it.
Congratulations, Dr. Lua! I smell publishing and awards!
Well, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. I still need to get back to the lab and compare their genetic material, but to me, seeing this, my theory is all but confirmed.
Nice! What a privilege to witness such a discovery in real time. Thanks for inviting us, Nia.
My only regret is, this tree was doing well until just 50 years ago. The relic rush has, in the end, quietly claimed this particular relic too, it seems.
Wow. It's been just here on the horizon and nobody knew. I'll bet the people of the Relic Rush never knew either.
Unlikely they had any clue as to its significance.
Yep, might very well have been the last known Old World tree in the whole of the Eufaula. And now, yeah.
It has lived for a long time, and now is holding on by a thread. To think, everything this tree has seen, the rise and fall of civilization, the hope of Peach, the fall of Sandrock.
Which will soon be continued by the rise of Sandrock.
One can hope.
Do you think if we can make Sandrock green again, she could make a comeback?
Not a chance, I'm afraid. Even under the most optimal of circumstances, this tree will be consumed by fungus and pest long before our plans even begin to come to fruition.
Sorry if this is a dumb question, but can't we just water it? Fertilizer?
The soil up here is 100 years away from being able to support a tree of this size. It's impossible.
I see. I guess this is hello and goodbye then, Miss Mountain Widow.
The Mountain Widow wasn't waiting for anyone. It was just carrying on without her husband, watching its children thrive until seeing the forest disappear was too much for her to bear.
Doesn't seem right calling it the Mountain Widow knowing that.
It doesn't. How about Mama Tree, mother to all the poplar trees in Eufaula?
I like that better.
I'll abstain from this and continue referring to it as what it is. The progenitor of the populous Euphratica.
Think we need something catchier.
Regardless of your decision, I believe I have what I need. Shall we return to town?
Well, wait a sec, Professor. I remember from your nutrition class that as long as the roots are drinking, there's a chance. And you said yourself that Zeke's algae discoveries were changing soil faster than ever before.
Yes. Perhaps impossible was a bit of an overstatement. I suppose if we were to divert all our efforts toward this tree, there may yet be a time to discover what this old world tree eats, if anything different at all. From there, a stable nutrient supply, meticulous care, consistent monitoring of its condition, it is theoretically possible.
Nice! So what's the first step?
However, our time here is limited, Nia. We came to assist Sandrock in their efforts to reforest the desert, and then we must return to Highwind to continue our research there.
Don't you want to save this tree, Professor? It's a piece of history.
I do, and we will try, if there is time. But saving our future is more important than preserving our past.
You're right.
Shall we?
Yeah, let's go.
It's over now, Mama Tree. You did it! We're gonna take it from here. Your family is gonna make it, I promise. You rest easy. Sometimes I take a break from commissions and do some work in the garden. Wait a sec. I take a break by doing some work in the garden? Am I a workaholic? Come on, you can tell it to me straight. Oh, thank you.
The builder! Just the person I was looking for. I've been experimenting with different ways of bringing theater to the classroom, and the students have been surprisingly receptive to it. It's really helped them dive into the topic and really look for meaning. So, I thought I'd organize a sort of model-free cities activity. It's kind of a way to get them to understand how politics works, as well as a way to get them to understand and empathize with local issues. I mean, these little guys are the future, right? So, my idea is that everyone will play the role as mayor and have a little election, giving their opinions on Sandrock's future. What do you think? Oh, stop it. You're making me embarrassed. I'd like to thank my ma and my pa and all the people who helped me along the way. But really, thank you. Right. For now, I need to do a few home visits to the parents, see if they want to take part and see quite how amazing their children are. Oh, I also want to see if the children have their own ideas too. I'm trying to make sure they're all involved. Hey, here's an idea. How about you join me? You're like the most popular person in town. With your help, I think people would welcome the idea with open arms. Let's head to Logan and Andy's first. I already asked Trudy and Jasmine on the way here, and I'm thrilled to say they're on board.
Andy, I gotta run. Bounty to take care of. Stay home and do your homework, all right?
You got it. Ain't no problem. My homework is history. Well, it's math, but...
Oh, sorry. Is this a bad time? We can come back.
Jane, nah, ain't a problem. I can make some time for Andy's future. Come on in.
Well, thank you. Actually, we're here to talk about, model-free cities.
Well, that sounds like a heck of an idea. If it helps Andy learn, I'm all for it.
Thank you so much. Andy, do you have any ideas you want to add?
That's crazy. I was just thinking the other day, dang, if I were mayor, I'd turn this whole town into a theme park. Why ain't there a big slide going from my house to the Blue Moon?
Sounds like you better write it down and tell everyone all about it, Andy. Oh, I've been meaning to ask you. We owe any fees lately? Andy said he needed 100 goals for textbooks and the like. I wanted to know when we gotta pay again.
Would you look at the time? I ain't done the dishes yet, and there's all that homework.
Hold on. You ain't going nowhere.
We, never asked for any fees. The school is free for every student.
I can explain.
You little... Jane, I reckon it's best you two head off now. Andy's, got about 1 million years of chores to get through now.
Oh, would you look at the time? I think it'd be best if we go then. I've always found Logan a tad intimidating, but I didn't expect him to be so caring. Yeah, you can tell he really cares about Andy's future. It's touching, really. All right, let's head to Pebble's house next. You drink local? Imported is so much better! Atara makes the healthiest formula. I can't recommend it enough.
I can't tell the difference.
Come on, you have to pay attention to these things. First, you're buying local formula, then you're feeding them food from the Blue Moon? Oh, what's next? Cactus pacifiers?
It worked for me and Rocky, didn't it?
Oh, Danby! You're here too. I wanted to talk to you about a model-free cities.
Can our Pebbles join in? I know he's small and all, but he's a real thinker, that one. I saw him looking at a book the other day. It was upside down, but he was looking real hard at the words. Good hustle, you know?
I want to be mayor too.
Of course, when we were doing the story of Peach, Pebbles was the star of the show.
Peach.
That's great, Teach. That case, I'm definitely on board.
I love your whole singing and dancing thing, don't get me wrong. Heck, I've been in the church choir since I could talk. But, in my day, we had, books and stuff. I'm just a bit worried it's not academic enough. The builder is right. What I do is cover the same content as the textbooks, but put it in a form that is more understandable, more enjoyable, and easier to relate to. I think I understand. Well, I want to see it in practice. I'm sure it'll click. Then maybe my daughter can join in the future.
Of course! I wouldn't have it any other way. I can't wait to see how your little one performs. I'm sure they'll steal the spotlight. Whew. Thanks for coming with me. It got a little awkward back there, but I'm glad you were by my side. I feel way more at ease. Seems like everything went well, though. So I'd better get back and start preparing. It's going to be quite a job. But if there's anything I need help with, I know the Free City Superstar Builder just lives down the road. Thanks! I love it! Let's make our date more than just about what we do. It's about the emotions we share, the connection we feel. Thanks! I love it! I do my best to be patient and understanding. That's how I manage to form close connections with the kids. Once, I was elected beauty queen at school. Can you believe it? Well, truth be told, most of the votes came from a class of kids under 5. Maybe it's because I looked after that class during their nap time. There was one naughty boy who caused me a lot of trouble, but he cried the hardest on my graduation day.
I love it! I hereby ordain you the noble responsibility of ordering. It'd be great if you can order some items we both enjoy. What a delightful meal! Every dish suited my taste perfectly and put me in a good mood. My only complaint? I'm the only teacher at school. No colleagues, no supervisor, no pressure, but no support either. Many schools in the Free Cities face the same issue. If towns can afford multiple builders, they should hire a few more teachers, right? A surprising beginning, a pleasant middle, and a perfect finish. Thank you for the wonderful date. Let's meet again soon.
Hello.
Thank you, Builder, Commissioner Wei, Mian, for your efforts in bringing the water project to fruition. Thank you, everyone, for your support and generous donations. And thank you to Director Chi for finding the reservoir. This was truly a united effort, and now I hereby officially declare the city-state of Sandrock no longer has a water shortage. I also declare, from this day forward, we can all take a nice dip in Martel's Oasis on a hot day. And since we're all here, Professor Law says there have been some developments in our research. For those of you who are interested in discussing, please join us in the City Hall shortly. Oh, you came! Well, let's get today's meeting started.
Greetings, humans. I am also uncertain. Ruling human called me here.
I asked Larry to come today. It's all because of Professor Law's findings. I believe Larry may know more about it than we do. So, Professor Law, why don't you start us off with an explanation? I'm sure everything will be a lot clearer after that.
Thank you, Mayor Trudy. First, I will address the issue of the soil. Nia, Zeke, and I have done hundreds of experiments on local samples since we've been here. We've managed to garner a wealth of information from them. As it turns out, the soil quality varied widely depending on the area, much more than our models were predicting. This is the key reason why the planting failed in the Eufaula outback. For example, these are the sample results from near Gecko Station. You can see that for whatever reason, we're postulating maybe the proximity to the oasis. The sand in the area is much softer, and under ideal conditions, the nutrition level is adequate for growth. Now, on the surface, the sand in the outback seems to have similar qualities. But upon closer inspection, the sand there has too much saline in it, creating an incredibly low moisture level in the soil, making it unsuitable for water retention. Much of the Eufaula used to be part of the ocean floor before weapons used during the Day of Calamity raised it. The salinity left over makes the sand hard and extremely arid. That's why even the algae failed to form a biocrust. That's our report.
Soil quality is everything. Should have figured this out earlier. And instead, we wasted so much time and water.
The differences in the soil were incredibly subtle, Mr. Zeke. We only found this out after hundreds of experiments. You can't blame yourself.
Ruling human, why am I present? I do not understand any of these words.
About that. After we made the discovery, I asked Zeke about the source of the algae. The way I figure it, the old world scientists must have been testing different types of algae for their own biocrust efforts, which is well documented. We then went with Logan to the sunken ship ruins to recheck all the algae growth there, to see if there were any that can reduce the salinity and increase water retention. But we didn't find any. All the algae on that ship were the same type. Still, The ship must have been going somewhere. Maybe a laboratory or something. And Mr. Logan said he remembered such a place.
That's right. I reckon I'd been someplace like that. Some kind of old world lab. In fact, there are several of them out in the desert. Once I was chasing a bunch of geeglers with my pa when we stumbled onto this high-tech ruins. It was just a short hop from the entrance to the Porsche tunnel. What was inside sure did look a lot like the stuff from the sunken ship. We weren't in there long. Me and my pa both got fierce headaches, so we had to turn away. When we went again, the place got sealed off by a rock slide. Sandstorm had done our job for us. Seemed pretty lucky at the time. I reckon Larry might know a thing or two about it, since his pa was the leader back then.
Yes, I know that place well. We have many nests. The location you mentioned is our headquarters. Yes, it's a place we call the Giegler Main Office. Legend says the first employee took the holy book from there. But that's just what the elders say. No one's sure. Zena's grandfather used to be the keeper of that place. I'm not sure. We never had such an issue.
You sure you don't got some old world gadget in there that's emitting brain rays?
Now that you mention it, there is a machine that's producing a constant ping sound in our HQ. It never bothered us, so we let it be. Algae incubators. What's that?
I have an algae sample right here. Have you ever seen this before?
Oh, you mean the meal machines? These are delicious. And yes, they have a variety of offerings.
That's it.
Oh, fantastic, Larry. But if there's such a machine, how do we disable it? Maybe we need to talk with Director Chi as well?
No problem. I'll go talk with him.
You know, ruling human, if you don't mind, I can just go disable it. If there are other Gieglers inside, I'll tell them you're friends, so they won't attack you when you enter.
Thanks, Larry. But you sure doing this won't get you fired?
Even though I know it's a joke, law human, that's still rude.
Sorry.
Will you be able to do that for us, Larry? It might be dangerous.
Worry not, ruling human. I've come to like this town, and I want to do my part in times of need.
That's very kind of you. Thank you. Now we just need an exploration party to go in and pick up the algae samples. Justice?
Mayor, I'll go. With the Civil Corps still looking for any Duvos leftovers, we just can't risk sending the sheriff on every unplanned errand. How about me, Larry, and the professor?
You're sounding a lot like your pa right now.
The professor has been overworking too much lately. I'll go instead. I know what to look for, and I've taken defense classes, so I won't slow you down.
Fine by me. What do you say, Trudes?
Sounds like a plan, then. But what about the rocks blocking the way?
I don't understand. Can't we just climb the rock walls? Isn't that easier?
Don't know about you, but we weren't designed that way.
Whoa!
I reckon we'll need that drilling robot to break it down. Normal pick hammer ain't gonna cut it. You think you can handle that? You'll need to talk to Chi about it. Once the builder has the robot, let's meet up at the rock slide. Come prepared. Larry hasn't been there in a while, so who knows what we'll be facing.
You got it. Then it's decided. Thank you everyone for coming today. I hope we get some results soon.
This meeting sounded like fun. Even though I'm not that interested in the botanical sciences, it'd still be delightful to catch up on the newest discoveries once in a while, especially from one of his premier researchers. Anyway, so you need the mobile suit? Unfortunately, it's not in an operational state at the moment. The falls on Heidi's team really did a number to it. What a beautiful baby. Not to worry though. I know Sleepyhead gave me a diagram of a drill before, but where did I put it? No matter, I'll be sure to find it and send it your way.
Thanks! I love it! thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Ah, man.
Howdy.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah? Wow. Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Thank you.
Conserve water and protect trees. Only you can prevent desertification.
I'm really looking forward to this. It'll be our first professional collaboration. Hopefully the first of many to come, right? Where do you want to go? I'm up for anything. Hey, let's take a break by the oasis. The view is gorgeous, and we won't be disturbed here. Oh, thank you. Dressing up makes me feel great. A good outfit has the magic to brighten my entire day. So, there's this cautionary tale about a senior at our school who had the worst luck. A goat barged into his field and ate up all the wheat he was supposed to harvest the next day for his graduation thesis. Poor guy had to start from scratch and stayed in school for another year. The gist here is, if you want to graduate on time, you better fortify your fences and safeguard your valuable samples. I know, I have to work hard to keep the oasis alive. The sight of the desert only fuels my drive.
Hello. Yep. All right, catch you next time.
I'm living my dream life now, which is why I take my work so seriously. Here's the menu. Take a look. What's hot today? Whoa! You ordered all my favorite dishes! I love it when you're being so thoughtful. Let's dig in. Oh, thank you. How time flies. Being with you always brings this familiar and comforting feeling. I can't wait for our next date.
Oh, I bet this was a real headache to restore.
Thanks. Thank you. Let's see. These props are fantastic. You remind me of the protagonist from the show, The Greatest Builder. Responsive, fast, with quality service. The only way to change the world is to be different. That line at the time was so inspirational that it motivated me to push forward and graduate from Cattori University. The school will hold the Model Free Cities tomorrow. Literally everyone wants you to be the judge, so come and join us if you've got time. That's all for now, the greatest builder. I'll be off.
Oh,
Guess
yeah.
I never thought of it like
That
that.
makes sense.
It's just that simple.
Ooh! We're all waiting for you. Things are all set and ready to go. And look, here's a placard that you helped to make. Just hold it up for whoever you think is the best representative later. Welcome, parents and students. I apologize for the delay. I hope everyone is ready. The show is about to start. Please, find your place among the judges. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 15th Sandrock Mayor election. I'm your current Sandrock Mayor, Granny Jane. It's such a great feeling seeing so many young faces running for the next mayor today.
Wow, great acting.
That's not acting. She is Mayor Jane.
As y'all can see, I'm getting too old for the role of mayor, and it's time for some new sapling to take over. I've witnessed Sandrock's rapid development over the years, and everyone has been saying lately that we're the center of the Alliance. Ahem. But I think our city still has the potential to grow even further in areas like entertainment, culture, and city development. That's exactly what I wanted to hear in today's campaign proposals. 4 representatives from the Alliance Council are also invited to be the judges of this event. They are the clothing mogul, Grandma Vivi.
Oh, hey everyone. I am clothing mogul Vivi, and I'd like to make clothes for people.
Entertainment industry leader, Miss Cattori.
Yep, better present some solid differentiation in your plans, or otherwise, I will not invest.
Architecture and engineering mastermind, Miss Heidi.
Hello, everyone. I hope y'all do well.
And finally, our biggest guest here today, superstar builder. Our judges should not be nervous. So without further ado, let's welcome the first candidate, Miss Jasmine, to make her speech.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jasmine, and I am running for the mayor of Sandrock. Once elected, I'll put more resources into the promotion of our town and the education sector. Sandrock has a fascinating history and loads of town folks, yet it has not been properly marketed, in my opinion. My plan is to set up a publishing house in Martle Square and invite Mr. Mr. Ernest, along with Mr. Owen, to write up a chronicle of Sandrock. That way, we can spread the word of Sandrock among the Alliance and let more people learn about the city's rich history and culture.
Sounds like she's been learning from her mom.
Now, wait just a darn moment. Are we
As
really
Sandrock's
changing
population
the mayor?
increases, I'm also going to divide the school into kindergarten, grade school, and high school, so that students within the appropriate age group can receive the focused education that they deserve. The plan will culminate in establishing a new university of higher learning right here in Sandrock, so that talented children don't have to leave anymore.
Nice ideas, Jazz.
That's all for me today. Thanks, everyone!
Thank you, Miss Jasmine. Next up, we have our next candidate, Mr. Andy.
Hey there, how y'all doing? My name is Andy, and I have a master plan for the future of Sandrock. Let's take a look, shall we?
What the yakmo is this?
I'll set foot in the recreational business and revamp Sandrock into a giant theme park with attractions everywhere. Like the Yak Mill Ranch? Let's make a Yak Mill themed carousel called the Wheel of Yak Mill.
Now I get you, kid.
After the revamp, the Martel Oasis will turn into a water park. Ideally, it'll be extended to the other side of the valley so we can design a waterfall. Let's call it the Desert Falls.
Now that's a thought.
Lastly, a handicraft paradise will be built next to the workshop of the builder so that they can teach these tourists how to make the best handicrafts. As for the stuff they make, they'll buy it for themselves.
This kid's got talent.
With a large theme park like this, it'll be mad not to have proper transportation. Look, I've designed this super steam mobile suit backpack so that people could get to places faster.
Oh, too bad Chee's not here.
So that's all for my plan. Thank y'all for listening. Vote for me and you get free water park tickets.
Thank you, Mr. Andy. So let's give a warm welcome to our last candidate, Mr. Pebbles.
My name is Pebbles. When I am mayor, I will grow my Papa's Chicken Company. I will have the awesome builder make some giant robots to help. That way Papa will have more time to play with me.
Son, I'm so proud of you. Oh.
Ain't a bad idea there, Pebbles.
Good, very good. Thank you, Mr. Pebbles. After hearing everyone's proposal, I think the future of Sandrock is in safe hands. So let's have our judges decide who's the best candidate.
I didn't understand some of them, but I think Jasmine's ideas are well thought out, so I vote for her.
I think Andy's ideas are a bit pie in the sky. However, it's not unreasonable, and it's opened up a lot of my mind. I'll vote for Andy.
Yo! Woohoo! Andy is the best!
While Andy's idea is certainly thoughtful, I think some of the cost would be too much for Sandrock to handle. I think Pebbles' idea is honestly not that bad. A more capable salvaging company would help our city. I guess I'll vote for Pebbles.
I don't know whether I appreciate that comment or not.
Then Mr. Andy will win the race with 2 votes. Congratulations, Mr. Andy. You're now the newly elected mayor of Sandrock.
Yeah, folks will live it up once I become the mayor. Oh yeah, and free tickets to the water park.
So that's it for today's Model Free Cities. Thanks to everyone again for tuning in. This is such a great activity. I've never seen these kids acting like this before.
As a parent, I also find it quite interesting.
Yep, all the kids are so motivated. I must say, this is a genius of an idea from Miss Jane.
I didn't even get the idea at first, but I was fully immersed at the end.
Today's event went well thanks to everyone's support, and I really appreciate it. Learning needs to be fun, and we hope to do more in the future. That'll be all. Have a good day, everyone. Whew. Did I look nervous? Fortunately, the event ended in a blast. I felt like folks have now started to get my teaching style. That's such a weight off my mind. And it's all thanks to you. You have been so helpful and caring since I came to Sandrock. I couldn't have done it without you. Oh! What does that mean? Of course, our relationships could grow even further. You're my first friend in Sandrock and will certainly be the best. That's all for today.
I haven't slept very much over the past few days, so I need to go catch some shut-eye. See you later.
Why would the light want me to be so bored?
That makes sense.